Next up we have the prompt where someone comes into good fortune and they haven't earned it, they just get it. So let's see what y'all did with it. I'm very curious. This is obviously a fantasy scenario living in the throes of late stage capitalism. Would be certainly nice if there was a way out, huh? Let's see what you guys did. I'm certainly interested, and I'm hoping for. Hmm, I guess I'm kind of hoping that not every story is just a bummer, but we'll see. All right, first up we've got Thran Guy's Windfall, and for a 100-word story, this one is a little more bloated than most, which is weird. But I'm thinking all of what do we got? I thought they might not let me in the bank, but the guy there said they were expecting me. Like, that feels more than we need. I know it's hard to nitpick a 100-word story, but basically, what matters is that he's got the sword and who he's gonna kill. And so he didn't like his dad. I don't know. It's fine. It's effective. I followed it, but I'm not really sure what there is to care about in this one versus some of the others I've seen from you, Thran Guy. So effective enough, but not, I would say, evocative in ways that some of your others have been. All right, next up we've got Phantom Muzzles' Ravioli with extra cheese. I loved this one. I caught on to the idea that this was what it was. Um, about, I don't know, halfway through, maybe even sooner, and that made me feel smart because I don't usually see things coming. But man, I just love the notion of just a person simply wanting something simple. I want to know more about who this person is that a that they would engage with this situation in such a way. Um, but that works because the sumptuousness, the sensual quality of the writing just landed in a really nice and pleasing way. Didn't waste much time. You didn't really need to do more than you did here to accomplish what you needed to. So I dug this one. Quite nice, and I I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for exactly for what it was. And I guess somehow there's a puzzle in this one. But we're not going to deal with that right now. And now we have Quiet Feet's Hi Ho Silver. Um, I don't care about cars. That feels like it hurts the story because it seems like you do. I'm glad that you do. It's good to care about stuff, and I'm not going to hate on you for caring about anything. But it did resonate so much with me, and I think this is one of those times where I'll have to say that the story, I mean, I started getting interested in the very last paragraph more so than at any other point. About like what the middle third of this is sort of just car fappery. That's fine, but didn't do much for me. And so I kind of wanted to see, we go, we're sort of we end this with a roads where we were going. We don't need roads kind of ending, and then shit should get good. Like so I kind of wish there were more of that than whatever else was going on here. Um, I understood it. I followed it. This just was hard to care about beyond it. There's not a ton of characterization for Irving early on. Don't really know what his deal is. We learn more about the car than him really, so it was fine. I just kind of wanted a little bit more richness or something, a hook for someone who might not care as much about cars. Give me something else. And last up for the good fortune prompt, I guess, whatever we'll call it, is I if correct me if I'm not getting your name right and you are watching this video, Alexandrio. Was that what we're working with? Is that how you choose to pronounce your name? Just let me know. Um, their story is All That Gleams. Um, I get it. I get it. Kind of like it's a spell makes gold, duplicates the gold. What I don't get really is what's going on with all the little asterisks, and it makes me feel like you're trying to do something, and I don't know what it is. And because I struggle with reading enough, I got very distracted by that. I'm like, okay, what's happening? And despite the fact that I am relatively puzzle blind, it feels like a puzzle. And so I started looking, okay, well, what happens if you take just the words? that are in the asterisk, and that didn't seem to do anything. Maybe it's supposed to. I don't know. But look, if you're gonna emphasize stuff like that, like if it's not some kind of intentional thing, it really makes it seem like you don't trust in your writing enough so that the words stand out on their own. The words shouldn't be made strong by little squiggles on the sides of them. The words should be strong. So if you're worried about them popping, then think about different words, right? Um, Also, this is something I still struggle with, so this is a bit of a pot black situation thing. Your dialogue is not punctuated consistently correctly. It's challenging. I, again, struggle with that to this day. I'm not going to go through each line item and tell you where. Suffice to say, sometimes there are commas when there should be periods. Sometimes things aren't capitalized when they should be, and vice versa. So this is a good thing to Google to just look up how to properly punctuate dialogue. Not every site's going to have it exactly perfectly. I will be legitimately honest with you. My last story that I wrote for Thunderdome, and I've been doing this now for like 5 years, 7, 8 years, I don't know, something like that. I still look this up because it just didn't stick. I didn't learn this stuff until way later, so I will probably always be fine tuning my dialogue punctuation. So just look that up. Be mindful of it, because sometimes it can be distracting. As far as the story itself goes, um, the characterization of these two people isn't super duper strong. Kind of hard to differentiate who they are apart from, like, I guess their background. So I kind of wanted to see just a bit more through their action. Being able to differentiate them a little bit better would be nice. Um, I think the concept is decent, and not, but it's a little bit let down by the execution. So overall, it was fine. It was functional, but we need some more polish on something like this. So just keep at it and keep going. I think that about does it for it does. All right, so that's two more prompts down. See you guys tomorrow with hopefully the rest of them so that we can get this judged in a timely manner. Ayo.